Welcome to this week's edition of our Parliament. I'm your host, Iguma Gabriel. In December of 2013, the Parliament of Uganda passed the anti-pornography law. In February, on the 6th of February to be specific, the President put his signature to this law, making it an act. Following the passing of this law, critics have said that the law is very vague and it is open to misinterpretation. Other people have said this law is unfair to women in particular. But is this true about the Anti-Pornography Act? That's what we discuss today. And to discuss that, we have the author of that act, Honorable Father Simon Lokodo, the Minister for Ethics and Integrity. We also have the member of the Woman MP for Butambala, Honorable Mariam Nalubega. My panelists, welcome to our Parliament. And to my studio audience present in the Wizards Media Auditorium today and you watching at home, this is a show that gives you an opportunity to have your say on what's being discussed in Parliament. So let's go straight into today's debate. Honorable Lokodo, take us to the beginning. Why did you author this bill, which is now an act?
Thank you, moderator, if I should call you so. And the audience. Once again, I am Reverend Father Simon Lokodo. I am the Minister of State for Ethics and Integrity. The mission of the Directorate of Ethics and Integrity, among other things, is to empower Ugandans to uphold moral values and principles, and to coordinate government's efforts in the fight against corruption. So anything related to code of conduct, principles of behavior, they learn under my docket. And it is my duty on behalf of government to see to it that Ugandans behave, live, and conform to ethical principles and standards. The particular law we are discussing was not the inception of this brain. It came as a result of an uproar, a disclaimant, a complaint from the populace, where parents were noticing a degeneration in the respect of the human person, and the material of pornography had infiltrated massively into our circles, and it was accessed by anybody, even the minors. Minors, I mean children below the age of 18, even to those who would not have desired to. You go on the screen, you are watching a program, and all of a sudden you see a naked woman there. I didn't ask for that, but it's there. It had, gone into all circles of life, and the people are saying, no, we must have, we must have a stop here. And this complaint went to Parliament. Parliament designated a committee, a special committee, to go out into the field and gather data related to this subject. And the findings of the members of Parliament, that particular committee, were tabled on the floor of Parliament. And all the members of Parliament saw that the situation was serious and needed to be arrested before it even gets worse. Therefore, the Director of Ethics and Integrity was directed by Parliament to formulate a law that is going to criminalize this behavior and provide deterrent measures on all those who practice it. This law went to Cabinet, bill went to Cabinet. It was debated in Cabinet for over 1 year and a half. Cabinet passed it and sent it to Parliament. It stayed in Parliament for 2 years. It was only on the 19th December 2013 that it was passed by Parliament.
After a few minutes of debate,
after a few minutes of debate because the members had got exhausted in this subject.
Okay, if members had gotten exhausted, Honorable Minister, so how come after passing the law, there's been a lot of public outcry against this law?
Simple.
You've also said it came from the public outcry. The public was saying they needed a law of this sort. So why is the public fighting it?
It's simple. It's just because the law has not been explained to them. So people are filling in gaps and they're inserting phrases, sentences, clauses in the law which don't exist.
Like what?
One of them is the miniskirt. Right? Nowhere in the Anti-Pornography Act does a nomenclature, noun called miniskirt appears.
Let me bring...
Okay. So to baptize Honorable Father Lokodo as Minister of Miniskirt is unfair.
But Honorable Lokodo, okay,
and unacceptable.
Let's bring Honorable Mariam into the debate. Is the account that the Honorable Minister for Ethics, that account he's given us, is it accurate according to what has come to your desk or what you know from Parliament?
Yeah, I think what I should say is, as members of Parliament, our cardinal role is to legislate, to enact laws that can govern society. And so that's how this anti-pornography law came about. And Father Lokodo has really explained the procedure we use when you are enacting laws. There's a committee, the bill is tabled in the House, the committee is assigned a role, they go out there to listen to public and any interested party, and then at the end of the conclusion, they bring the decision of the committee, and then the Parliament finally pronounces itself on the bill and it becomes an act. And this process was really done, and this bill came. I want to say that this type of bill, we also tried to legislate on it when we were doing the cyber laws. I sit on the committee of ICT, and we passed several cyber laws. The computer misuse bill carried a clause on pornography, but on that one we dealt much on child pornography. We did not go into the other details that this bill has. So Father Lokodo, as he has said, in the definition of pornography, there is no miniskirt. I could read it for you here. Pornography means any cultural practice, radio or television program, writing, publication, advertisement, broadcast, uphold on internet, display, entertainment, music, dance, picture, audio, video, recording, show, exhibition, or any combination of the proceedings of that depicts a person engaged in explicit sexual activities or conduct. So the definition, you will not find the word miniskirt. And like Honorable Lokodo, I said, yes, people pick on something, maybe, but there's nothing like to miniskirt.
It is not only. It's not only people.
There are other connotations which they are brought in this bill.
Yes.
But when you read this bill, you'll find that some of the things are just far-fetched. They are not existing in this bill, and the practice that male partners are doing in the community, and dressing young women and women on the street, is nowhere in the law, and is actually punishable, is criminal in itself. So I think when we get to understand what this law is all about and what we intended when we were also legislating on the cyber laws on child pornography, we have seen, and Father said it, I mean, the content that we are viewing on the TV shows is not meant for all the audience, and that's what we are trying to limit.
Okay. Father Lokodo, who is supposed to sensitize the people on what exactly the law says and doesn't say?
It's a good question. It's me.
And so, if we are saying the people